Dear students, our topic is Principle of Conservation of Linear Momentum. But to understand this principle first, let us recapitulate the Newton's three laws of motion. The first law of motion states that unless or until a body is acted upon by any force, it will not change its state of motion. State of motion means it will not change its state from rest to motion, motion to rest, or it will neither change its direction nor its speed. So, according to the second law of motion, in that case, in first case we can say if there is no force, F is equal to ma, and if there is no force, F is equal to 0, so there will be no acceleration. Either the body is moving uniformly or the body is at rest, it is not moving. Second case, according to second case, the force is equal to the rate of change of momentum of the body, means whatever the force you apply, the body comes in motion and hence there is change in momentum. Change in momentum means suppose momentum is represented by P is equal to mv, we know that, right? In that case, mass into velocity. Now change in momentum means when we apply some force, the velocity of body will change from suppose v1 to v2. In that case, the momentum will change from mv1 to mv2 in a particular rate of time. So in that case, F is equal to, we can write mv2 minus mv1 upon delta t, or t, whatever the time we have taken. So according to Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to rate of change of momentum. And according to third Newton's law of motion, according to that, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. For example, if we are having two bodies A and B, and if A is exerting a force on B which is equal to FAB, then B will also exert the equal force on A, which is given by FBA. So in that case, we can say FAB minus FBA is equal to minus FBA. So these are the three laws of motion that we need to know before we study the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Now let's come to the definition. According to the principle, in an isolated system, isolated system means it is free from any external forces, right? In that case, the vector sum of linear momentum of all the bodies is conserved or remain unaffected due to its mutual action and reaction, right? In an isolated system, the total linear momentum will remain conserved. Now to understand this, let us consider we have a container which is filled of gas molecules, right? We know that the gas molecules are randomly moving with and colliding with each other. Now since we are not applying any force on this container, so this is considered an isolated system consisting of individual bodies as gas particles. Now suppose we are talking about one gas particle, it is moving and it is exerting a force on another gas particle, which in turn, since both having same properties, so it will exert the equal force on the first one. So the momentum which it gains and collide with, that will again gain momentum and react back. So in short, we can say whatever the momentum is achieved by one particle is equal and opposite to the momentum achieved by the second one, and hence cancel out in pairs. So similarly, all momentum will be cancelled out in pairs, and the container will remain in rest as it was already in rest, unless or until it is acted upon by any force. So initially if the momentum was conserved, finally after, if we are discussing about the mutual interaction between the gas molecules also, the momentum is conserved. Now to understand it mathematically, let us consider two bodies A and B. Let A is having momentum PA and B is having momentum PB. Let them collide, and after some time let FAB is the force exerted on B by A, and FBA is suppose the force exerted by B on A, right? So on exerting the force, let us consider the momentum of A changes to PA dash and momentum of B changes to PB dash. In that case, now we apply Newton's second law of motion. According to that, F force is equal to rate of change of momentum. So FAB is equal to the force applied on B by A. So momentum of B will change. So in that case, we can write here PB dash minus PB upon delta T, or we can say here FAB into delta T is equal to PB dash minus PB, right? Similarly, FBA is the force on A by B, right? So in that case, the momentum of A will change since force is being applied on A. So that will be we write it directly, delta T is equal to, this is PA dash minus PB PA, right? So now according to Newton's third law of motion, FAB is equal to minus FBA, right? Or we can say if we multiply it by delta T, that will not make any difference. So accordingly this should be equal to minus of this. So rewriting here, PB dash minus PB is equal to minus PA dash plus PA. So this PB is taken that side and this is taken that side. So that will become PA plus PB is equal to PA dash plus PB dash. When we took there, that will become positive. It means initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Hence momentum is conserved. Hence proved.